Hello and welcome to the JB&M Sports Fanatic channel. Thank you for joining me for this stream. And we get to see game one, the Atlanta Hawks and the Milwaukee Bucks. And man, we're talking about two teams here that are going to be looking to play two different styles of basketball here. But I mean, the Milwaukee Bucks, coming off of that huge win against the Brooklyn Nets, in which before the series, not many people gave them the chance to win that. But they're entering this series as the team that many people are expecting to come away and win the East at this point. I mean, they've certainly impressed this entire series in terms of just getting here in terms of the playoffs. And Giannis, he's certainly been playing extremely well. He's been carrying his team. Him, Middleton, they've been absolutely fantastic for the Milwaukee Bucks. And when you look at Atlanta, Trae Young and company, they have just been extremely playing with heart. It started against the New York Knicks, and they were able to win that matchup, find a way to contain Julius Randle. And then from there, this past series, I mean, for Atlanta, it was certainly one to watch, in which they willed their way and they beat and upset the 76ers. So that was absolutely fantastic there. Carmichael, what's going on? Thank you for joining the stream. Appreciate you. I'm glad to see you here. How's everything going for you? Hope everything is going well. And man, what a matchup you've got today with the Hawks facing off against the Bucks. And for the Bucks, they want to send the tone early and try to send a message and let the Hawks know that they don't think that, that the Bucks believe that they're going to be able to take control of this series and fast. But if you're the Hawks, you've got to come out quick, because the Hawks, they've done a fantastic job of coming out and winning game one. So they have to keep this going. Absolutely. And now we're getting ready for tip-off here. And the Bucks will get the ball first to start off. And Middleton has it up top. Giannis has it. Nice passing. Lopez outside, and he hits the three. Now, Lopez is certainly a guy who has the height advantage, and if he wants to take advantage of that down low in the paint, he certainly can in this series. Let's see how Atlanta looks on offense. If there's one thing about Atlanta, I mean, we saw last series, Young, he's able to get his shot up. Speaking of shot, he gets that one to fall. Excellent start for him. But he had to go against Ben Simmons, who's about 6'10", and so he definitely can get a shot up there against a taller defender. Giannis has it. Up, almost rips that one out. And Giannis pulls the three. He misses. That's a W right there, if you can get Giannis to take outside shots. And man, Capella with the throwdown. Okay. Atlanta's coming out focused, I see. Absolutely wonderful. Absolutely. I Feast Tongue Blue 69, thank you for joining the stream. Appreciate you. How's things going? Thank you for joining. I'm glad things are going great, Carmichael. Absolutely glad. And yes, I'm not sure if you were able to watch the ending of that game yesterday, which was a fantastic game between the Clippers and the Suns, but it was definitely one heck of a game. And so I'm hoping that this game goes the same way. And by the start of it, it's looking like a good start to this game. And right now the Bucks have it. The Bucks have a 1-point lead. Holiday was a three. No good. But the Bucks, they get their own rebound. And rebounding is going to be something that's absolutely huge for Atlanta. They have got to secure the boards in this one if they want to make this a series and perhaps take it. Trae Young has it. He pulls up for three. No good. Milwaukee with the rebound. And Giannis, he's going to bring it up. He's looking to go inside. But Middleton pulls it. No good. Okay, Atlanta has it. And that's really huge there. Atlanta has got to make sure that they, one, don't turn the ball over like Trae Young just did there. But two, you've got to make sure that you secure the boards and protect inside, because Giannis is going to want to go inside. And what an excellent pass by Giannis and Lopez for the slam. And that's exactly what I was talking about. The whole Giannis and Lopez, if they take advantage of their height inside, they're going to make things that much more harder for Atlanta. And right now, the Milwaukee Bucks are up 7-4. And if you're Atlanta, you certainly want to try to force Giannis to shoot outside. That's your best defense, is to force him to pull up and shoot outside. The Hawks inbound it. Young has it. And for Atlanta, they're going to need guys like Herter and company to stand up. Bogdanovich, they're going to have to step up big time in this one. And nice put in. 7-9 is the score. Holiday's being aggressive. He gets his bucket. And he's certainly someone that the Milwaukee Bucks are going to want to see some good production from. That's why they brought him here, for him to help out. And so he's coming out and being a lot more aggressive in this one. And Young puts it up and gets it to fall again. Okay. Trae Young off to the fast start. And that's exactly what Atlanta needs here on the road. Holiday passes it. Middleton has it. Guarded by Herter. They give it down low. And Capella, he had to deal with Embiid all last series. And so guarding someone like Giannis is no problem. And Young's going to bring it up. Again, Milwaukee's up 9-8. And Young from way downtown, no good. Middleton with the rebound for the Bucks. And Holiday has it. Nice pass to Giannis inside, who gets the bucket and a foul and one. Oh, yeah, and Giannis, he's definitely too strong. If you're going to foul, you really got to foul there, because he's just too strong to finish that. Now let's see if he'll be able to hit that free throw. So tell me, who do you guys have winning this series? Who do you want to see win this series? I'm pretty sure that majority of the people out there believe that the Milwaukee Bucks will be the one to win this one. I mean, on paper, they seem like the better team. But I certainly would like to see what Atlanta can do. And Giannis misses that one. Hawks secure the rebound. Young's bringing it up. Bogdanovich has it. He's inside. Just throws it away. You got to protect the ball, especially in a game like this. You must protect the ball. It's a bad pass by Bogdanovich on that one. Holiday has it up top, and now Middleton has it. He pulls the three. No good. Middleton in the playoffs has been shooting extremely well, particularly at home. And Young, he pulls it, and he gets it. The defense took their eyes off of him on that one. Excellent play by Young. So Holiday, he has it. He loses it. And so Herter, Bogdanovich passes it. And Atlanta unable to capitalize off of that. So now Bogdanovich is the only defender. Oh, man, and Giannis, what a finish. Giannis putting in work. Oh, yeah, you cannot give them anything easy like that. You absolutely cannot give them anything easy like that. And here, halfway through the first quarter, the Milwaukee Bucks are up 13-10. And so, but Young, he's off to the fast start. He's got 8 points. Capella, he's got 2 points as well out here. And for the Milwaukee Bucks, Holiday, he's got 4 points. Lopez has 5 points. Giannis has 4. We've got a 13-10 ball game. And so the Milwaukee Bucks in this one, they clearly have the matchup advantage when it comes to size. It's just a matter of how much will they utilize it. They may need at some times for Lopez to be down on a block, to help them out so they can have, even more height down low. And so, because, they've certainly got the height advantage. It's going to be them taking advantage of it. Let's see. The Sports OG, thank you for joining the stream. Let's see, you say nice game so far. Yeah, absolutely wonderful. I like the fact that Trae Young is off to a fast start, and that's generally something that he does in game one of the series, which is a good sign for Atlanta, as throughout this entire playoffs, they've been winning game one. And so I want this to be a good series. And so I definitely want to see Atlanta come out victorious in this one. So I'm rooting for Atlanta to win this, but I want it to be an excellent series, both ways. And so certainly hoping for that. But you guys let me know, who do you guys want to see win this one? Who are you rooting for? And how many games do you think that this series is going to go to? I know a lot of people out there are going to be thinking that the Milwaukee Bucks, that they probably can finish this in 4, probably 5. But I'm interested to see what are you guys thinking. Let's see. The Sports OG is going with the Hawks. Nice. I'm right there with you. I really would like to see this happen for Atlanta because Atlanta's been through so much when you look at their sports all across the board, really. Don't even just focus on basketball. We're talking football as well, baseball. Now, they did get a breakthrough in soccer, but in terms of the major sports around here, yeah, they certainly can use some good news. And wouldn't that be a story right there for the Atlanta Hawks, given the start that they had, starting off 14-20 in the regular season and turn it around and end up going to the NBA Finals? Would that not be crazy? I would like to see the Atlanta Hawks end up against the Phoenix Suns. But then again, if the Bucks win this series, I am A-okay with that. I've got no beef with the Bucks, and I do want to see Giannis do well. But obviously only one team can go from the East. And the fact that I'm, located down here near Atlanta, I'm going to prefer to see the Hawks go to the finals. But that would be the ideal matchup for me to see the Hawks versus the Phoenix Suns in that one. Only team I don't want to see win it is the Clippers. That's the only team that's still playing that I'm against at the moment. Want to know who are you guys' favorite team, even if they're not playing right now, but who is your favorite team in the NBA? Mine is the Los Angeles Lakers. And yes, halfway through the first quarter, both teams have came out with lots of energy, but they have to make sure that they protect the ball. Absolutely must. Let's see. The Sports OG, screw the Clippers. I feel you there. I feel you there. As a Lakers fan, there's nothing more annoying than a team that has not accomplished anything that you've accomplished, but yet they are just constantly barking at you because they had a couple decent seasons and stuff. So certainly, yeah, I feel you there. But that was one heck of a game though last night. Watching what the Phoenix Suns were able to do, that was absolutely wonderful. The whole time I was rooting for the Suns to win, and that was just fantastic to watch that. And the fact that they did it without Chris Paul as well, that was extremely impressive. Let's see, Sports OG, you say, my Suns are going to win in 4. I really want that to be the case. I am right there with you. In that game, in that particular series right there, I don't even want it to be a 7-game or 6-game series. No, take care of business, wipe them out, because I'm still upset with what the Clippers did to the Dallas Mavericks when I thought that both the Mavericks and I thought that the Jazz were going to take it to them, and then they end up coming back. No. It was so funny to watch Paul George basically choke on a free throw line out there. Absolutely hilarious how that went down, and it ended up costing them that game. But that was one heck of a game, though. One heck of a finish. Atlanta puts up the shot. No good. Come on, Bogdanovich. You got to make that right in front of the basket. But right now, the Hawks host a 14-13 lead. And Giannis with the throwdown. 14-15. You can't give him easy stuff like that. You got to do your work with him earlier and don't let him get that low on the block, because that's exactly where he wants to be. Herter has it up top. He came in big last game. And Collins from downtown. No good. And the Bucks get the rebound. Middleton has it. He pulls it. No good. Yeah, if you can get them to have to shoot outside, that's a win because they just have such a massive size advantage. And we'll take that foul. Let's see. And the Sports OG says, what other sports do you follow besides the NFL and the NBA? Yeah, for me, in terms of other sports like the NFL and NBA, NFL is my top sport that I follow, followed next by college football, and then NBA and college hoops. So it's those 4 that I really focus on. So really just a collegiate level. I don't really follow baseball or soccer, that's outside of my room, and so I really have to do my research on that. But for me, it's NFL, NBA, and then college football and college basketball. And so I'm really excited for the upcoming football season to really give me an opportunity to stream some of those games as well. And so, but yeah, definitely that is what I'm branching out to. And Collins has the ball, and he pulls it, and it goes in. Nice. Collins has been absolutely big for Atlanta in the playoffs. I love the toughness that he plays with. Every team needs a guy like Collins on their team. And the Atlanta Hawks are up 16-15. I mean, they just play with such confidence in each other because they understand, if you're Atlanta, you got to ride whoever gets hot, honestly. I mean, Trey is usually the guy that's going to start the engine, but you have to ride whoever gets hot. Whereas if you're the Milwaukee Bucks, you're going to have to rely on Giannis and then Middleton, in that order. Absolutely. But what a game we've got so far. I mean, Trae Young already has 10 points. So this very well may be another game in which Trae Young goes off for about 40 points out there. And honestly, that's probably what it's going to take for Atlanta to try to steal this first one on the road. I mean, for Milwaukee, this is a different type of pressure, honestly, because Milwaukee, they're probably used to, at this point, a lot of people doubting them in the playoffs and being the underdogs. But here, they come in as not just the favorites, the massive favorites. I saw that they were about 8-point favorites in this game. And I was like, look, I know that they're supposed to be the favorites, but my goodness, let's not disrespect the Atlanta Hawks here. So let's see. Jay Mills, thank you for joining the stream. Appreciate you. Glad to see you here. You say Hawks over Bucks. Yeah, definitely. Hey, man, the way the Trae's looking out there, that's a wonderful sign for the Hawks right now. If they can keep things going and steal game one. Still in game one on the road is such a big major flex because basically as long as you steal game one on the road and even if you don't win another one until game four, you're still very much feeling comfortable with where you are in the series and stuff. And it just gives you that much of an advantage. And so certainly that is huge. Let's see. Mills, you say Hawks and 6, bro. Okay, I feel you. Hey, Hawks and 6. Now, that does sound like something that realistically can happen. And the way that what we've seen so far in the playoffs have been absolutely crazy. The one thing that we do know is that whatever we expect to happen does not happen. And so a lot of craziness does happen. But if there's one thing, from what I've seen from the Bucks, though, they show a lot of heart and stuff. And so, yeah, definitely 6-7 games. That is what I can see it going down to. But as long as the Hawks come out with the W, that'll make me happy. And the Sports OG say with Jay Mills, okay. All right, so Jay Mills said this is our time to finally do what the Falcons could never do and bring back the state of Georgia. Now, I will caution using any Falcons reference because if we use them, then that means the Hawks would actually get to the finals, get up probably 3-0, and then let the other team just come right out and just go lights out, especially if that team is the Phoenix Suns, which I'm anticipating is going to be the team that represent the Western Conference when it's all said and done. And with CP3 out there, oh, man, I'm like, what's stronger? Is it the curse of Atlanta versus CP3 can't stay out there on the court? Which one is going to break? Something's got to give. Let's see. The Sports OG say Hawks are 2-0 in games won. Yes, that's what they need. A team like that, they absolutely need that for real. Like, that's why I feel like the Hawks, I'm very confident the Hawks are going to win this game one here because, like, honestly, I expect the Bucks at some point get it going throughout the series. But if they can win, game one right here and then kind of do like they did last series, where win game one, maybe a game 3 or game 4. And then there you go. Just stay in it, take it to a game 7 and come out there and then just steal it at the very end. Absolutely steal it. And so that's the game plan there. Jay Mills say, true, I take it back. Delete the comment. Hey, I'm looking out for you there because I know. I'm like, wait a second. Now, let's not jinx it now. Like, I remember how that went down. Now, let's not do that. And right now, the Atlanta Hawks, they are up 18-15. Collins with the nice hook shot. The Hawks are up by 3. That's why you've got to force Giannis to shoot outside. You can't let him go inside. That's too easy for him. You can't let him go inside. The moment he comes that close, gotta double him. And Young has it up top. Oh man. But I tell you what, though, if y'all watched the ending of that game yesterday, it was one heck of a game. But the way that the officials was like stopping the play like every other seconds, I'm telling you, it was a long game. Like to finish out the last, I'd say about the last 2-3 minutes of the game took forever in that last game because the referees had to literally check like just about every other possession, and so it was crazy, absolutely crazy. But yeah, the Atlanta cannot let Giannis be taking close shots. They got to do their best, do their homework early. And so I see Lou Wills in the game. He's certainly someone that can provide a spark. Gallinari, he's going to pull it. No good. Those are shots that these guys normally make, and we're going to need them to make that. But right now, the Hawks host a 1-point lead. Downtown for three, no good. Hawks with the rebound. And they must make sure that they do a lot better in this series in terms of rebounding the ball. Nice behind the back pass. You got to make the three. You got to make that three. Holiday has it. And he turns it over. Yeah, turnovers is going to be huge in this one. Cannot be turning the ball over. Gallinari pulls it, no good. And right now, it is still 18-17 as we come towards the tail end of the first quarter. That's a nice pass down low by Holiday. Nice pass. And so Milwaukee's up 19-18. Young has it. Guarded by Giannis. You know what I find funny? And Trae Young gets the basket, the Fall Hawks up 20-19. I find it absolutely funny that, Giannis has no problem going out there to try to guard Trae Young, but when they needed him to try to guard Kevin Durant, he didn't want that smoke at all. Like, he did not want that. But I guess I guess he says he'd rather guard Young because it wouldn't hurt his defense. And Milwaukee up by 1 point after that last basket. And Collins from downtown, no good. Giannis with bringing it up. Oh, damn, what a what a tackle. That's how you make your presence known. And yes, 21-20. What a game here it is first quarter. And if this first quarter is an indication of what we can expect for the rest of the series, then, hey, we're going to have one hell of a series on our hands. Middleton inbounds it. Oh, man, no, you can't have two guys like that for Holiday. Not the way. No, you've got to keep someone watching down low. That's way too easy. The Bucks are in the bonus as well in this. They're up 23-20. Lou Will. Gallinari, he shoots. His shot's just not falling, but Hawks get the rebound. Puts up the three. Still no good. They cannot buy a three right now. Kicks it up top. Let's see what Holiday's going to do. Kicks it out for three. And they get it to fall. Milwaukee's up by 6. And the Hawks have it. Trae Young, he pulls it from downtown. No good, but they're able to get the rebound. Nice. The rebound and the putback. Absolutely nice. Holiday has it up top. For most of the Brooklyn series, Holiday he was quiet for most stretches throughout that series. But he's coming out with aggression in this one. And he gets the dunk. And the Hawks have it. Let's see if they can make this perhaps a one-possession game. And Lou for three. Oh, what a shot. Absolutely wonderful. Lou Will with the three. Absolutely wonderful. And wow, at the end of the first quarter, 28-25. Man, Lou Will with the nice looking three. Absolutely wonderful. So the question that I pose for you guys, which player will have the greatest impact in this series, in your opinion? So let me know, what do you guys think? Which player on either team is going to have the greatest impact in this series? Not just the game, but the entire series. For me, that player is going to have to be, it's got to be Trae Young. I'll take the easy answer here. Trae Young is going to have to really be out there. Like, we can't see what we saw last game when they played against the 76ers. And so he didn't come out, and he didn't come on until like really late fourth quarter. And so we need to consistently see the Trae Young that we usually see in the first game, of the series. We need to see that consistently, especially this time around, because he provides such a spark on offense. When he gets going, everybody else gets open, and so they can get the shot that they're comfortable with, because the Hawks got to make sure that they're taking quality shots, since they don't have the pure size to impose their will on the other team's defense. It's going to come down to taking quality shots and consistently getting them to fall down. And so, yeah, that is my question that I pose at the end of this quarter. Which player will have the greatest impact in this series? So let me know in the comment section what players you think is going to have the greatest impact of the series. And so far in this game, I mean, the Milwaukee Bucks, in terms of their scoring, they host a 3-point lead right now. Giannis, he's got 8 points, 4 for 8 out there on the court, 0 for 1 from downtown. Lopez, he's got 5 points in this one. Holiday, he's got 6 points, 3 for 5. And then you look at off the bench, Portis, he's got 7 points right now for the Milwaukee Bucks. So he's certainly, having more of an impact in this series than he did the last one. And it makes sense, given the size advantage the Bucks have over the Hawks. And then you look at the Hawks and what they're able to do right now. Trae Young, he is 6 for 10 out there in the court. So I love the fact that he's putting shots up right now. He's being aggressive, and he's making shots out there. He's got 12 points in this one. 0 for 3 from downtown. But, hey, we can live with that right now. Just keep doing what you're doing. Outside of him, I mean, Collins is the next highest scorer. He's got 4 points, although he's 0 for 3 from downtown. Capella, he's got 2 points, 3 rebounds. Herter's got just 2 points. Bogdanovich has only put up 1 shot in this one, but he doesn't have any points. And Lou Will had a nice-looking 3 towards the end there. So certainly excited to see what these teams are going to be able to do. And certainly, if you're someone that's new to the stream, you want to keep tabs of whenever I'm streaming, certainly feel free to subscribe if you're watching through YouTube. That's definitely the best way, 1, to know when I'm going to be streaming, which games I'm going to be streaming. And 2, it's a great way to help the channel grow, so I definitely appreciate it. And so certainly, if you're new to the stream or someone that haven't subscribed, feel free to subscribe. It doesn't cost anything to do it, and it definitely does show your support. And with that being said, the start of the second quarter is about to be on the way. But what a game so far. I mean, considering that they pretty much put the Bucks as an 8-point favorite in this one, it doesn't get any more disrespectful if you're the Atlanta Hawks. And so you certainly have to go out there and do what you've done this entire playoff. Just go out there and play Hawks basketball. And Lou Will has it up. Herter pulls the 3. No good. Portis with the rebound for the Bucks. And now Middleton, he goes in there. Too easy. You have got to cut these guys off and don't let them get to the basket. You can't give them easy shots like that inside the paint. You just can't. Lou Will shoots. No good. Giannis with the rebound. Okay, this is where we have to, as Atlanta, has got to play great defense here and don't allow the Bucks to get on the run here. And Giannis just takes it inside and makes it look so easy. He reminds you why he is such a great player and an MVP candidate every season. I mean, he's absolutely fantastic if you let him get inside. And the Hawks have got to do a much better job of stopping him. Now, I don't know who you're going to put on him to guard him one-on-one, but you have got to make things a lot harder than that. He's just having his will going inside. Absolutely. And Giannis, he's got 10 points so far in this one. And yes, after that wonderful first quarter here, the Milwaukee Bucks, still early in the second quarter, but they're certainly coming out. And they're finding ways to get inside. And that's the formula. If you're the Milwaukee Bucks and you want to win this game, the formula is simple. Use your size, use your quickness, power through and just get to the rim and throw it down if you're Milwaukee. And that's their game plan. And right now they are doing that at will whenever they want to, And so Atlanta certainly defensively has got to come up with some way to counter that and keep them from getting to the basket. I'd rather see this team shoot outside than to just dominate inside like that. So certainly something to watch moving forward. Now, as a team, the Milwaukee Bucks right now, they are 15 of 29 out there on the court as a team. From downtown, they're 2 for 11. And so, yeah, it's just not falling from downtown right now, but it doesn't need to right now because they're able to go inside the paint and just have, their way out there. So certainly Atlanta's got to play better defensively when it comes to that. And in terms of the Atlanta Hawks, right now they're also shooting 12 for 29 out there. Well, they're shooting 12 for 29 on the court, so they're about that 43% range on the court. From downtown, they're somehow shooting worse than the Milwaukee Bucks downtown. They're at 1 for 11. So both teams can't seem to find their outside shooting, but that's advantageous for the Milwaukee Bucks because their game is generally inside scoring. And so, yeah, certainly the Atlanta Hawks have got to find a way to do better than that. Another thing the Atlanta Hawks can do is try to draw some fouls by being aggressive to attack the paint. Obviously, the threes aren't falling right now, so be aggressive. If your shot's not falling, be aggressive, draw some fouls, because they have not put up a single free throw attempt yet in this game for the Atlanta Hawks. And so certainly being aggressive is one way to do that. But they've got to make things a lot harder for Giannis. Even if you have to foul Giannis and send him to the free throw line rather than give him those easy dunks down low and lay-ins, you cannot let that happen as he's going to just continue to dominate. So, yeah, Atlanta's going to have their work cut out for them defensively, but if anybody can do it, I mean, they've shown that they can do it. They have been playing extremely great basketball as of late. So we'll see if they're able to make that adjustment here. Game 1 is very winnable. They came out strong in the first, so they just got to keep it up every quarter. These shots are eventually going to fall. Absolutely. These shots are eventually going to fall. And when you look back at the Milwaukee Bucks, just for a quick history lesson, I mean, they won their lone NBA title back in 1971, I believe, and last reached the finals in 1974. And the Hawks, their only championship goes back to 1958 when they lost in the finals in 1957, 1960, and 1961. But they were still playing in St. Louis when that happened, so we don't really too much. I guess depends if you want to count that or not. But yeah, this is certainly a great opportunity, and both teams realize what this opportunity is in terms of changing their franchise. And Gallinari airballs the three. You cannot be airballing out there. I don't know what's going on from downtown right now, but I'm not liking it. I mean, right now they have got to make sure that the Bucks don't extend this run because, I mean, Atlanta's yet to score in this quarter right now. Giannis has it. Can't let him go inside. He wants to go inside. All right, the ball's going to remain with the Bucks. One thing that Atlanta can do that probably can help them just a little bit, create a couple more turnovers, is what I saw Brooklyn did defensively. Because every time you slow Giannis down and then he gets ready to spin, if you have someone that's near that can stick a hand out and reach for the ball, there's a good chance that you can probably rip that out. And the Bucks, they're able to get another 2 points here. They're up by 9. And Lou Will, someone that can end the run here. The ball's going to remain with the Hawks. Yeah, Atlanta, they certainly can use someone else to come and step in and start shooting aside from Trae Young. Herter has it up top. He's been quiet. Him and Bogdanovich. We're going to need more production out of them. Herter pulls it. Gets the foul. All right, so the Hawks are finally going to the free throw line. Yeah, you got to move around. You got to be aggressive out there. You have to find some way, somehow, to continue to be aggressive out there. Herter shoots. It's good. He makes the first free throw. See if he can go 2 for 2 here. And Herter makes the second free throw. Okay. And we have a 7-point game. Milwaukee Bucks up by 7. Defense is going to be critical for these Hawks. Find some way, somehow, to keep the ball out of Giannis's hands. Portis pulls it. No good. Excellent possession. They did a fantastic job of not allowing Giannis to go where he wanted to go down low. Gallinari has it. He's got to make these. Nice shot. Okay. 5-point game. Milwaukee's up 34-29. Middleton has it. And he pulls it. No good, but they get the offensive rebound. You cannot let that happen. I mean, that's why they got Portis Jr. out there, so he can get these rebounds and stuff. But, man, you cannot let this happen. And Herter, he kicks it back. Lou Will has it. He pulls it. No good. Okay, I understand the foul there. Prevent him from going. Because if he doesn't foul him there, that's a for sure 2 points there. Probably an and one. Portis played excellent for them off the bench. Absolutely excellent. And this is someone that they're going to utilize in this particular matchup a lot. And, yeah, the home crowd, they're absolutely loving it. Middleton gets ready to inbound the ball. Giannis gives it back to Middleton off the inbound pass. Absolutely fantastic. And they are up by 9 again. Lou Will, what's he going to do with it? Gallinari has it. He likes that shot. Now that's his shot. Oh, kicks it back. Bad pass. You can't turn the ball over. You're already down by 9 points. What are we doing? Coach has got to take him out. Got to take him out at this point. We cannot have that happening. All right, nice way to move your hands there. Collins is coming back in. Down by 9 points. Young's coming back. All right, so this should provide some juice for them offensively. And so he almost loses the ball, but he gets up and still puts a shot up. No good. All right, loose ball foul. But yeah, the Hawks have got to really play as a unit out there when it comes to getting the rebounds, because they cannot afford to allow a team like the Bucks to get second chance points, because this is Milwaukee's specialty when it comes to controlling points inside. So absolutely cannot allow that to happen. Cannot. Collins passes it. Herter. Down low. Nice shot by. Absolutely. And now they've got to make some stops on defense here. Let's go ahead and close that gap. And Holiday, he kicks it back out to Giannis. Make him pull that jumper. Do not let him blow past you. And he throws it up, and it's good. No, you can't let him power through to the basket like that. You have to find a way to stop him. Have to. And Young puts it up, and that's good. Absolutely wonderful. Soft touch right there. Absolutely wonderful. Let's see. Jay Mills say Young is carrying us 12 points in quarter one. Absolutely. Absolutely. He's got 14 in this one. And, yeah, he's been a bright spot for Atlanta right now. So if they can just defensively go out there and stop Giannis from getting to the basket, that would bode well for them. But, yeah, Giannis is just having his way inside, and Atlanta cannot allow him to do this entire series. Force this man to shoot some outside shots. Giannis has 12 in this one. And right now it's a 7-point game. Holiday shoots. No good. Young has it, and Holiday, he's just been pretty quiet as of late in the playoffs, which right now for Atlanta, that's good. And Young from way downtown. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. That is exactly the Young that we need in this one. And Lopez has it down low to Giannis. That's tough right there if you're Atlanta. That's absolutely tough because you've got both Lopez and his size, so you got to respect that. And then Giannis right there with his size. So that's certainly something that we don't want to see too much of if you're Atlanta. And it would be smart for Brooklyn if they utilize that more. But Young from downtown again. Okay. I mean, my man, he's heated up now. Absolutely a 3-point game. And that's when your stars show that they're stars. And there's the foul. But man, absolutely big 3-point shots here by Young, and that's definitely huge because Atlanta has been struggling from outside for the most part of this game so far. So this is a welcome thing, and we're certainly going to need a lot more of that. Absolutely. Absolutely huge. Middleton at the free throw line, he shoots. He makes the first. Milwaukee Bucks currently up by 4 points. Let's see if he'll make the second. And he misses the second. Okay. And now Young has it. Let's see what Young's going to do. They met him at half court. Oh, excellent pass down low. Okay. It's something about the chemistry, the connection that those two have, both Capella and Young. And you see that throughout the playoffs especially. But Middleton has it. He's a guy that you got to make sure he doesn't start going off. Because if he starts going off and gets 30, it's hard to beat the Bucks if both him and Giannis are going off. And he hits that one. Milwaukee Bucks up 45-41. But Young has it. He pulls another three from downtown. Oh, no good. I thought he was going to make that. I was about to jump up out of my seat there. But Middleton has it. And without Giannis on the court, Middleton presents the biggest threat. He pulls it, airballs it. You can't give them rebounds. You absolutely cannot give them rebounds. You just can't. Middleton shoots. Out of bounds. Hawks basketball. But, man, they have got to secure the boards a lot better than this. They have got to secure the boards and can't turn the ball over as well. Young has it up top. Holiday's sure to meet him at the half line. And so Herter has it now. And Herter goes to his spot. That's his spot right there, and he makes it. He loves shooting from that area. A 2-point game, 45-43. And here in the second quarter, at first Milwaukee thought that they were going to dominate the second, but Atlanta came storming back thanks to Trae Young and his threes, and that's absolutely fantastic. You know, if we can get guys like Lopez and Giannis to focus on shooting outside as opposed to going inside and take advantage of their heights, that's absolutely wonderful. And Young has it in the corner, guarded by Holiday. It'll remain with the Hawks. Again, we have a 2-point game here with about 4 minutes and 23 seconds to go in the second quarter. An absolutely wonderful, fantastic game out here, Rich. Both teams are playing to their strength. Young has it. 2 people on Young behind the back, and Herter from downtown. Let's go. Hawks up by 1. What a shot. And see, that's how it gets started. Look at that. The Hawks are on a 17-7 run. That's exactly how things get started. Once Trae Young comes in and he starts hitting threes like that, it's contagious. It rubs off on the rest of the team. And so that's absolutely fantastic, and that's exactly what they need here in Game 1 if the Hawks want to win on the road. Absolutely fantastic. Trae Young already has 20 points in this game, 9 for 14 out there, 2 for 6 from downtown. And so absolutely fantastic. out of his mind. And so this is exactly what they needed. And as a team right now, the Atlanta Hawks, they are 20 for 40 on the court. So they're shooting 50% on the court. And from downtown, they are 4 for 16, but they've been coming on as of late in terms of their 3-point shots. And so certainly, obviously, with Young with 20 points and 4 assists and 4 rebounds, and then you add, Collins with his 6 points and 6 rebounds. Herter got 9 points as well. He's 1 for 2 from downtown. And then you look at what the Milwaukee Bucks are doing in this one. Giannis, he's got 14 points in this one, 7 rebounds as well. And then you look at, what he's doing on the court. He's 7 for 12 in terms of on the court. Middleton has 7 points as well. He's 3 for 11, 0 for 3 from downtown. Lopez has 5. Holiday has 6 points. But Portis, has been pretty big for the Milwaukee Bucks off the bench. And if Portis is contributing the way that he has with 9 points, that allows a guy like, whether we're talking Giannis here, whether we're talking Tucker, it allows different guys to be able to rest because he's, another big body you can bring in. And if he's getting you points, and which in this matchup against the Atlanta Hawks, that right there is very possible for a guy like Portis to contribute more than he did, say, last time against the Brooklyn Nets. And so that just means that you can rest your starters a little bit more here and there. So that's absolutely huge for Milwaukee Bucks. So with that being said, though, 46-45 is the score with about 4 minutes and 6 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So the first half has been absolutely fantastic and fun to watch. And this is looking like a series that, it may not be over in 4 or 5 games. This might be a series that goes about 6-7 games. And that's the indication that it clearly looks like out there. So certainly this is a great game to watch right here. Absolutely proud of both teams, especially Atlanta on the road. The way that they're starting off, absolutely fantastic. But there's still 2 quarters to go beyond this. And so we will see if they're able to keep that going. Absolutely wonderful how these 2 teams are playing, though. The biggest thing that Atlanta needs to make sure that they do is they need to make sure that they box out when it comes to these rebounds. They cannot afford to give Milwaukee second chance points, third chance opportunities. They cannot afford to give that, so they have to limit that as much as possible. Turnovers, make sure they're not out there turning the ball over. Got to make sure that they're not passing sloppy and stuff. Everybody's on the same page, all of that stuff. It's very important. But this is absolutely a wonderful game. As we get ready to resume play, again, the score is Atlanta up 46-45. After trailing as much as 9 points twice in this second quarter, they're up by 1. And we knew it's just a matter of time before, these shots start to fall. And Young's playing defense. Giannis has it. Holiday pulls it, and it's good at the backboard. Milwaukee has a 47-46 lead. But Young has it, bringing it up. Let's see what he does with it. And Young, he plays with excellent vision when it comes to his passing when he's trying to make a play. Collins has it. He puts it up. No good. Bucks with the rebound. Giannis is going full speed. Able to get the foul. Okay, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. And that foul is on Gallinari. But I'm okay with that foul, though. Giannis has it. They may want to double team him. Don't let him get going. Outside, Holiday comes inside, kicks it outside. All right, there we go. There's that foul. It's important to point out that Milwaukee currently are in the bonus right now. Ooh, what a nice pass. Too bad they couldn't capitalize off of it. And that's another thing. You got to be on the same page. You can't afford to have opportunities like that, just go without scoring. I get the idea, but you got to protect the rock. Holiday has it up top. Got to keep your eyes on Giannis. He's looking for it. He has it. You can't let him get that step. You know, when Giannis gets going like that and he's able to get past his defender, that just breaks down your entire defense there, because then guys are having to leave their guy, and then their guy gets open because this team will cut to the basket. They understand how to use that. But Young throws it up. And Young is laying down after that foul. And let's see if Young can hit these free throws. In a game like this on the road, certainly want to take advantage at the free throw line. Let's see if he can hit these free throws. But to have 20 points already, you know, Trae Young is certainly doing his part to help out Atlanta. And he misses the first. See if we can at least get the second. All right, Young, let's at least try to get the second here. All right, he gets that one to fall. 49-47. Milwaukee up by 2. Holiday's bringing the ball up. Collins guarding him. Middleton has it. Make sure Middleton doesn't get a shot up. Giannis, you let him get it too close. And Giannis kicks it out for 3. Holiday with the 3. Okay, so Holiday, he's feeling much better in this matchup than he did in the Brooklyn matchup. Herter pulls it from downtown. No good. Again, it's a 5-point game. And Tucker misses. Still a 5-point game. Less than 2 minutes to go. And Young, nice movement, shoots the 3. What a shot. Okay, Trae Young. With ice running through his veins. Nice shot. Let's see, they gave him 2 on that one. But downtown, Holiday hits it. What a response. And so Holiday, he's clearly a lot more comfortable in this matchup here against Atlanta than he was last round. And it's a 6-point game. Let's see how Atlanta responds here at the very end of the second quarter, basically. And Young pulls it, and he gets it to fall. Okay. Oh, man, my man is hitting some big shots, but he's only getting 2 points for these last 2. Bucks from downtown, no good. Hawks with the rebound. A 4-point game. Let's see what Trae Ice can do. He kicks it to Capella. Capella being double teamed. Kicks it to Young, who kicks it across to Collins. Up top to Gallinari. He pulls it, and he makes it. Okay, a 1-point game. And these Hawks, they keep fighting back in this one. Absolutely fantastic. Middleton has it for the Bucks. He puts it up, and he gets it to drop. It's a 3-point game. And so Atlanta's bringing it up. Holiday's trying to do his best to pressure Young. And Young with the turnover, you can't turn it over. You just can't. You got to protect the rock. 5-point game. Now let's see what he can do to respond to this. But this is absolutely crazy. Both teams are going fantastic right now. Every time the Bucks start going, Atlanta responds back. Herter has it up top. Nice pass to Collins, who loses it. And Giannis throws it up, no good. A 5-point game. But yes, Atlanta, they've got to do a much better job of protecting the ball, but I like what I've seen from both teams here at the half. What a fantastic game. High scoring second quarter there. Let's see. And Angel Najar, you say, hey, what's up? What's going on? Glad to see you again here for the stream. Thank you so much for joining. Appreciate you. And yes, game we've got going right now between the Bucks and the Hawks. You say that you're rooting for the Bucks. Okay, I see you. Okay. Hey, I've got absolutely no problem whatsoever with the Bucks. I like them as a team. Obviously, you know me being in Atlanta or around the Atlanta area, I'm rooting for the Hawks in this one, but if the Bucks win this series, I would not be mad at all whatsoever. Certainly would not be mad, but definitely feel you there. I mean, right now the Bucks, they're the favorites. They're looking like, apparently Vegas thinks that they're 8-point favorites in this one, and so we'll see just how this series goes. I think this has the potential to be a 6-7 game series. But that's all going to depend on Atlanta being able to at least take. I think this game right here is going to be extremely important. If Atlanta wins this game tonight, then I'm thinking we're probably looking at about a 6-7 game series. But if the Bucks come out and win this one and take care of business on their home court, then we'll see how things go from there. But right now, this is absolutely fantastic. My man Trae Young's got 25 points, 11 for 16, but he's just caught fire from downtown for the Atlanta Hawks. And Herter, he's got 9 points as well. But you look at what the Milwaukee Bucks are doing, and I mean, my goodness, Giannis, he's got 14 points, but he's taking quality shots in this one. Every shot that he's taken for the most part in this game, I've been thinking, okay, that's a good shot for Giannis. He's not settling in this game because he doesn't have to against this team. He just keeps driving to the basket, taking advantage of his shot. Now, Lopez has that ability, but he doesn't use it. He rather post outside and shoot, threes as opposed to post up. And against a team like Atlanta, it would be advantageous for him to post up and take advantage of that size matchup. The best thing for the Bucks is if they have both Giannis and Lopez with their size inside, because then the Hawks defensively are be put at a huge disadvantage to try to stop those guys from scoring inside. But with that being said, though, Holiday's been pretty big in this one for the Bucks. I mean, he's 7 for 10 out there, 16 points. So he clearly likes this matchup a lot more against Atlanta than he did last time against going against the Brooklyn Nets. So that is for sure. So certainly, but what a fantastic game watching both of these teams go back and forth. And can't forget Portis Jr. out there with 9 points coming off the bench for the Bucks. So this has just been an exciting game to watch. Absolutely exciting game to watch. In the first quarter, Milwaukee was up 28-25. They outscored the Hawks. In the second quarter, Milwaukee outscored Atlanta 31-29. But Trae Young has started getting hot, and man, is he hot from downtown right now. Absolutely. Let's see. You say the Hawks are probably going to win this series. Interesting. Very interesting. So you're rooting for the Bucks, but you believe that Atlanta's going to win this series. Okay. There's a lot of people in the chat that's been, including myself, that's pulling for the Hawks. But, I mean, if you asked us, where would we put our money, we probably put our money on the Bucks. But interesting that you say that the Hawks, will probably win this series. And, hey, the way that I'm seeing them playing, if they can keep this up the entire series, it can go either way, honestly. And in a game that could go either way, it probably favors the team that can shoot better from the free throw line, barring any type of major injuries and stuff. So in that case, that would be advantage Atlanta in that scenario. But with that being said, though, this game seems like this. It seems like this is going to be a pretty good series, pretty even going back and forth. Absolutely. So you ask, who's my favorite football team? Well, in the NFL, my favorite football team is the New England Patriots. I've been a Patriots fan dating back to about 2002, I want to say. So it was the year that the Patriots did not win the Super Bowl after Brady had won his first Super Bowl. So basically the year after Brady had won his first Super Bowl, that's when the Patriots have become my favorite team. And, man, what a time to become a Patriots fan after that from what I was able to enjoy as a fan, certainly. So definitely enjoyed that. And I cannot wait till football season. Like, certainly enjoying, the NBA's playoff for sure. But once that's over, I'm turning my attention to the NFL because I cannot wait for football season to start. At the college level, my favorite football team is the Ohio State Buckeyes. That's my favorite college football team. But what about you? What's your favorite football NFL team? And if you have a favorite college football team? Let's see. You say, dang, you're a Texans fan, and it's painful. Oh yeah, that's right. Because the Rockets are your NBA team, so you're just all Houston all around in every sport. Okay, I feel you there, but man, this is not a good time to be a Texans fan. I mean, dare I say it? Dare I mention the name of Deshaun Watson? I mentioned it, but man, his situation is absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. I mean, one, he wants to be traded, and that whole scenario that's taking place there, that's absolutely wild. So I feel for any Texans fan right now, especially given the season that he had last year. Statistically speaking, the Texans should have won a lot more games than what they did. It baffles me that they played so well on offense, in spite of the fact that they obviously traded away Hopkins to Arizona, but still found themselves losing like that. That was absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. Let's see. College football is Clemson. Ooh. Well, I tell you what, Clemson has given my Buckeyes such a hard time for the longest. It felt so nice to beat them last year in the college football playoffs, but then after that, we got embarrassed, and I was probably at the point where I was like, you know what? Maybe Clemson should have went instead of us. Rather than us to get embarrassed the way that we did against Alabama. That was absolutely wild. But yeah, you've got to. How do you feel about Trevor Lawrence being drafted by the Jacksonville Jaguars and being inside the division coming from Clemson? Do you still, look at him like, oh, he's a Clemson quarterback, that's still my guy? Or is it now that he's with the enemy, with the Jaguars, you're like, you know what, you're done with him? Like, you want nothing more to do with him. And I feel you there. I'm just ready to see, like, I want this. I want them to give a decision. Give us some information soon. Like, just let us know so we know what to expect. Let's not let this continue to drag out. Because obviously there's a lot of people that's involved. So let's just get to a conclusion, the right conclusion. But let's get to the conclusion. That's what I'm waiting on. And I feel for the situation here. So certainly looking for them to give us some answers soon. Absolutely. But how do you feel about the potential of the college football playoffs in terms of, expanding potentially to 12 teams? I do wonder how that would look in terms of, like, will they obviously they'd have to start the regular season a lot earlier. But that would be really interesting if they expanded the college football playoff format to 12 teams. I'm in favor of that because I feel like, the current system, a lot of people just opt out when it comes to bowl games and just like not really wanting to play in certain bowl games if you're not really playing for the college football championship potentially are in the playoffs. And then you have some of the up and coming schools that, hey, they have a great season and they look like, they can play with the best of them, but they'll never get that chance because if you go off the eye test, you're just really going off of which brand is going to, I guess, which brand has historically bowled well in the playoffs is what I'm saying. If it ever comes down to a conversation between an Alabama or let's just go off of last year, Cincinnati, they're going to always say the eye test looks better for Alabama because Alabama gets a lot more 4 or 5-star recruits. And so if they expand that college football playoff format to 12 teams, though, now we open a gate for some teams like that to get in. And we can really see just how good are they. For years, UCF, they self-proclaimed themselves to be the college football champions because they would go undefeated but not be able to prove it. And so in a system like this, you'd have to imagine ideally what it seems like is that they would have an opportunity to prove it if it does expand to 12 teams. So I'm all in favor of the NCAA expanding the playoff system. Let's see. You say, I mean, congrats, Lawrence, but I don't think he's going to have a good season. I feel you there. I mean, I'm more concerned about Urban Meyer, honestly, in terms of, like one, it seems to me, at Ohio State, especially watching Urban Meyer on the sideline, every time the game was close, you'd see him on the sideline, look like he was having a migraine and stuff. And I'm really concerned about him health wise, like just how well is he? Urban, he's going to really fully invest himself fully in terms of his team, and he wants to win really badly, but his health, like he needs to be cautious of that is basically what I'm saying. And so I'm highly concerned about the stress that this is going to put on him on that sideline. I watched him walk away from Ohio State because it was too much for him. And so if the college stuff was too much for you, just imagine the NFL. But we'll see how that works out for him. You say 12 teams is too much. How many teams would you recommend to get into the playoffs? And I feel like if it's less than 12, if you really think about it, I just don't trust the committee to get the appropriate picks. They're just going to keep going off of the like if we expand it say to like 6 teams, we'll just end up with two SEC teams. We'll end up with a Notre Dame getting in there every year, and then we'll have probably maybe one extra Big Ten team. Maybe if it's I don't know Penn State on a good year, something like that. Something like that. It'll still be the same conferences as opposed to just getting the teams that probably need to be in because college football is undergoing some changes. Changes are about to happen in college football. So I just hope that they get the changes right and they don't mess this up. That's what I'm hoping for. All right, you say a max of six. Okay. Well, I'm certainly interested to see, what they have in mind. Like, because I know that they had that conference, but I feel like they haven't really given us any clear indication in terms of where they're leaning right now. And so that remains to be seen. But certainly looking forward to seeing this. Obviously, this is going to have huge implications to come. And so we're going to see how that goes. Now, I will say this, though, as a fan of Ohio State, I certainly get where you're coming from in terms of like, hey, if you're a fan of a team that's constantly in the college football playoffs, expanding the playoffs might be a nightmare because all you're doing is just adding more games. Why do we need that when my team is constantly, being the one that's, basically if you win your conference, you're in, especially in Clemson's case. I mean, in the ACC, I don't care how much they hype up the University of Miami this upcoming season. I mean, no offense to them, but I mean, Clemson's going to win that division. It's a lock, especially with Notre Dame, leaving the conference once again after their 1 year being inside. Yeah, Clemson's got that on lock. So you guys basically have a playoff college football spot waiting on you with your name on it. So I certainly get that. I feel you there. But man, what a first half that we have had in this one. I mean, 59-54. And man, I mean, both of these teams have been impressive. But my man Trey Young, 11 for 16 with 25 points. Herder, he's got 9 points out there. Collins got six. Capella's got four for them, and Gallinari's got 5 points off the bench for them. And then you look at the Bucks, and Giannis, he's got 14 points, but his team has been playing absolutely fantastic as well. So he hasn't had to go out there and try to score like 20 something in the first half because they've been able to spread the ball around. And he's taking good quality shots. When you take good quality shots and being very efficient out there, you don't have to take, like 15, 20 shots in the first half because all the shots you're taking, they're good shots. And that's why he's able to score without really going to the free throw line to try because they're not really following him as well. So he's just flat out just going out there and taking it to the rim. Let's see. Hawks winning this one. Yeah, I do have the feeling that the Hawks are going to win this because of how it's setting up. Trey Young, he's now caught fire. So I think Atlanta's going to win this one, but if they win this one, I've certainly got the Bucks winning game two. I'll be rooting for the Hawks, but I think that by the time we reach game three, this series is going to be tied 1-1. And I think the Hawks need to win game one in order for us to make this turn into a series. And so certainly I'm right there with you. I think the Hawks will get this one. And now my question will be a question I posed earlier. Which player will have the greatest impact in this series? And so it could be for either team, just which player is going to have the greatest impact on the outcome of this series. For me, I think that player is going to be Trey Young for the Hawks. Obviously, the easy choice is to say Trey Young, but honestly, it starts with him. I mean, there's so much pressure on him. It's not like with the Phoenix Suns, when Devin Booker, as great as Devin Booker is, I mean, you saw against the Clippers, he went out there and he balled out, but he still had a couple of turnovers. But when you have a guy like Chris Paul there to slow things down and make sure that you're in good position and take some of that pressure off of you, you still get that production from him, but you don't get the turnovers as well. But Atlanta, they don't have that, that Chris Paul type of player on their team. They have, guys, obviously, I mean, nothing wrong with what they have, obviously with guys like Herter, Bogdanovich, those guys are great. But in terms of taking that pressure off of a young star like Trey Young. The closest thing I can think of that Atlanta has would be Lou Will coming off the bench and the experience that he brings in terms of that veteran presence, someone that can go out there, get his shot when he needs to, but, help get the offense flowing. If Trey has an off night, then yeah, that's certainly someone that they can rely on in that scenario. But, what the Suns have down there is a major flex, especially with Chris Paul supposed to be coming back in game 3 after what they were able to do without him the first 2 games. But certainly, yeah, Trey Young, he's going to be extremely vital in this game for Atlanta because there's going to be some times where the Bucks are going to get on some runs. I mean, they have the size advantage in this one, and whenever they choose to utilize it, yeah, certainly that is going to be in their favor. So it's going to be up to Trey to respond every time the Bucks start to get streaky. You agree with me? You say Trey? Oh, yes, definitely. It all starts with Trey, especially for Atlanta. He's so important to Atlanta, honestly. Because if Giannis, if he goes out there and let's just say he has a 20-point game, if Middleton goes out there and scores 30 plus, then the rest of the guys, contribute as well. If Holiday goes out there, get 25 plus, 30 plus, they can still win with that formula. When it comes to Atlanta, they really need for Trey Young to go out there and at least consistently have at least I'd say about 30 points for them to feel good about their odds to win. Let's see. You say Trey proved everyone wrong this season. Absolutely, especially when they got off to that slower start. Starting off about 14 and 20. Once they made the change of coach, hey, this team took off. And Trey Young, he really proved not just this season, but his entire career. Because I remember when they were discussing him when he was coming, I believe, out of Oklahoma, years back. And we all saw what he did at the college level. It was fun to see, but at the same time, many people was just like, oh, it's not going to translate to the NBA. Oh, he's so small, blah, blah, blah. But he has certainly stepped up and been extremely huge, but not just him. This entire Atlanta team has just been really good. And here we are at the early minutes of the third quarter. Right now, Milwaukee's up 61-56. Up, and Giannis is not happy with that. 61-56. A 5-point game here early in the third quarter. Game 1. Who's going to set the tone and win it first? Middleton with the inbound. Holiday has it up top. Middleton, he pulls it. Gets the foul. And Middleton, he was so huge, absolutely so huge in that Brooklyn series because they knew how to guard Giannis whenever Giannis would try to go inside. They either foul him or double him. And whenever Giannis would put his back to the basket to do some type of spin move or something, especially if a guy like James Harden was beside him, he'd reach out and, sometimes rip that ball out. And so they had good eyes for the ball. But Middleton, he was just so huge in many of those games. They would not have advanced without Middleton how he did. Now, this is Trey Young's third personal foul here, so extremely critical for Atlanta in terms of him not getting fouled out. He's got to play smarter in this one. And we have a 7-point game. And Young, I thought he was going to pull it. And Herter goes inside. He pulls it, gets it to fall. Okay, nice shot. Nice quality shot. Absolutely. And Herter's got 11. Middleton has it. Middleton goes inside. No good. And Atlanta has it. Fast break. Herter for 3. No good, but they get the offensive rebound. Nice job by Capella. And no foul on that. Okay, absolutely nice defense by the Bucks. And the block. Let's see. You say, I finally get to watch the game today. Nice. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, I was wondering if you were able to actually see it this time. So glad to see that. Oh, yes. And what a game indeed. What a block by Giannis on that play, though. Absolutely. I agree. That was a nice block. Absolutely. Now let's see how Giannis is going to do at the free throw line, because if there's with all the talk about free throws in this playoffs, I mean, let's see how Giannis can do at the free throw line. Okay, he gets that one to fall. He certainly seems a lot more confident at the free throw line. I mean, is it me or is his free throw routine a little shorter in this game? I take that back. Okay, Giannis 2 for 2. Okay, he's shooting with a little confidence at the free throw line. Young has it up top. Nice pass inside the Capella. And way to get it to fall. Okay, excellent. I love the way, particularly when Trey goes inside and how he's able to connect with Capella. I mean, they have such a great chemistry between the two of them. Holiday from downtown, no good. Okay, and the foul there. And Tucker still playing with that same energy out there. Let's see. Surprised he made those. Yeah, absolutely. I feel like he's playing with less pressure in this one because he's not having to force it so much like he did in the Brooklyn game where he just had to put his head down and try to get to the rim. And Trey Young with one heck of a three from downtown, 65-63. What a shot. And Trey showing why you call him Trey Ice out there, just cold with it. And Middleton, that's his shot, but he kicks it out. Middleton gets it back, kicks it to Giannis. Giannis turns it over. Oh, what a nice pass for the alley-oop. Okay. Nice pass. 65-65. What a game. What a game. Yeah, bro, what an alley-oop indeed. What an alley-oop indeed. The way that Trey passes that ball, absolutely beautiful to watch. And we will take that. But man, what a nice lob. Absolutely fantastic game here. To be tied up 65-65 with just under 9 minutes to go. And Young shoots it, no good. Middleton secures the board, gives it to Holiday, who's up top. Middleton has it. Calls a foul. That one's on Herter. And the Bucks inbound the ball. Down low to Giannis. Capella's got his work cut out for him. No good. But they get the offensive rebound. You cannot let this team get the offensive rebound and get a second chance points. And Lopez goes inside. I'm telling you, Lopez can really get that anytime he wants to. But the problem is he doesn't have that want to go inside and dominate inside. In the corner, no good. Milwaukee's up by 2, 67-65. Giannis freight trains inside but misses. He just fell a little short on that one. Young has it. He has been absolutely amazing in this game. And he puts it up, and that's good. Give it to my man, Trey Ice, with 30 points so far in this one. And we're just not even halfway through the third quarter, but he is feeling it right now for Atlanta as we are tied up 67-67. Absolutely fantastic. Hey, I'll be waiting on you. Appreciate you. Looking forward to having you back. Certainly understand. Certainly. But what a game it has been. Absolutely. as we have it 67-67. And again, if you're new to the stream and checking it out for the first time, or maybe you're watching it but you're not subscribed, do feel free to subscribe. It's a great way to support the channel. And also, if you want to be notified of whenever I'm going to be streaming and stuff, make sure that you subscribe. If you're watching through YouTube, if you're watching on Twitch, then certainly following, it's free to follow, it's free to subscribe on YouTube. So certainly, I appreciate you guys and thank you so much. But what a game in this one. And for the Atlanta Hawks, Trae Young, 30 points, scoring 13 for 19 out there. He's 3 for 7 from downtown. He's 1 for 2 at the free throw line in this one. He's got 6 assists, 4 rebounds. He's got to watch out for his turnovers. He's got 4 turnovers, and he's also got 3 fouls. So he's going to have to play smarter the rest of the way. Herter, he's got 11 points in this one. He's 4 for 9 in the court. Collins, he's got 8 points, including that nice alley-oop that Trae Young threw him. And Capella, he's got 6 points and 10 rebounds. It's just something about the connection between Young and Capella when it comes to, just getting the ball inside to him. They just seem to have that eye-eye coordination to where it's like beautiful to watch. And Gallinari, he's got 5 as well off the bench. And for the Milwaukee Bucks, Giannis, he's got 16 points. He's actually 2 for 3 from the free throw line in this one. He looks like he's shooting very comfortable in this one. He's got 8 rebounds, 7 assists. He's 7 for 15 on the court. So he's taking high-quality shots that are within his ability, and it's really paying off for them. And then you've got, True Holiday. Man, he's got 16 points, 16 points, 5 assists, so certainly he's out there balling, Middleton's got 11. He's 4 for 13 out there on the court. Lopez has 7. But Portis, he provided such a nice relief early in that late in that first quarter with 9 points as well in this one off the bench. And so, as a team, the Bucks, they are 29 for 59 on the court. And from downtown, they're 4 for 19. And the Hawks, they are 29 for 57 on the court. And from downtown, they are 6 for 20. And so both of these teams are currently tied up. If you're Atlanta, you want to make sure that you box out. Don't give second chance points, as you cannot give up offensive rebounds because that stuff really hurts, especially against a team like Milwaukee. And if you're the Bucks, you got to make sure you take advantage of your size. Lopez, they could really utilize him a lot more down low in the post if they would just do that. I know that he prefers to, be up at the top of the key, but there are times where you have a matchup advantage and you have to take advantage of that matchup advantage. It's kind of similar to when Anthony Davis plays the 5, despite the fact that he doesn't want to play the 5 necessarily, or he, it's not his preferred position. But sometimes you have to do what you have to do out there in the court. And just a reminder that the Milwaukee Bucks, they are currently in the bonus. Holiday's bringing the ball up. Giannis has it. And what a pass inside, but no good. Holiday cannot finish off the nice pass. And Young has it. Those are in the corner to Herter. Across court, Collins has it. Back to Young. And Young versus Middleton. He pulls a 3. No good. Holiday with the rebound. Throws up the nice lob to Giannis, of course. Bucks up by 2. And man, what a game. These fans have got to be on the edge of their seats in this one. Herter has it. Let's see if he can get that. That's his shot inside. He pulls it, and it's good. We're tied up. 69-69. We've seen so many lead changes in this one. And Herter's got 13. And Holiday being ultra aggressive inside. No good. And Young bringing it up. And Young throws up a wild shot. No good. No, you can't do that now. You can't do that. And Giannis goes inside. And they'll call that foul. It's going against Capella. That'll put him at the free throw line. See if Giannis can continue his free throw shooting in this one. In a game this close, things like free throws, they matter. But yeah, Giannis, he's got 18 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists. Let's see if he makes the first free throw. And he makes the first one. That lengthy free throw shot is actually falling tonight. Let's see if he can go 2 for 2. And the Bucks have a 1-point lead halfway through the third quarter. And man, what a free throw routine Giannis have. I mean, I just couldn't have it. A long free throw routine like that would make me think way too much at the free throw line. But let's see if it works for him. Oh, wow. He gets Giannis out there making free throws tonight, folks. Maybe he can teach Paul George something at the free throw line. Trae Young has it, gives it to Herter. Herter pulls it from downtown. No good. But Hawks get the offensive rebound. Absolutely big. Gives it to Young. And Young, what a nice move. Goes inside and nice finish. My man, Trae Ice with 32 points. What a move. What a move. But Giannis has it up top. They have got to stop this man from penetrating. Okay, and Young is on Giannis. Giannis has got to love that matchup. You know he's going to take it. And Giannis misses. Okay, nice defense by Young. He's done what I've been saying they need to do all game long. Prevent him from driving. Herter puts it up. He tried to pass, but they get the rebound. That's Bogdanovich. Kicks it in the corner to Collins. And Bogdanovich, he drives and throws up a crazy shot, but gets the foul. And what a game, folks. 71-71 with 5 minutes and 18 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. The third quarter has been Atlanta's quarter so far in this one. I mean, the first half has been neck and neck, and this has been an extremely close and intense game. Leads going back and forth between each teams. Bogdanovich hits the first free throw. Let's see if he can make the second. In a game this close, it's going to come down to free throws. Who can hit their free throws? Bogdanovich getting ready to shoot that second free throw. And it's good. Okay, Hawks up by 2. 73-71. And Giannis is getting a breather. This is a great opportunity for Atlanta to try to get on some type of streak here. Middleton has it. I double team him. We don't want Middleton to go off. What a block by Capella. Wow, okay. And Young puts it up, but Collins with the nice putback. The way that this team is playing as a unit, this is what you're talking about here. This is how you play as a team. But let's see how the Bucks respond. Holiday with the dunk. You can't let it be that easy. You cannot let it be that easy for him to drive to the basket and finish like that. You got to cut him off. You have to. This entire Bucks team, they know how to finish inside. And Young has it. He's on the move. He puts it up. Oh, what a pass off the glass to Collins. My man is just out there on fire. Holiday pulls the three. No good. Oh, but the ball's going to stay with the Bucks. You got to secure that one. But, man, what a play that was. All over Lopez on that. I mean, wow. He flew first class on that one. Wow. What a finish that was for the Hawks out there. Absolutely amazing. And right now, Atlanta's up 77-73. Bucks shoot, no good. And Trae Young has it. Let's see what he's got in store for us now. He has been magical with the basketball in this one. He throws it up for another put down by Collins. I mean, it's just Young is just passing on point today. I mean, my goodness. Absolutely fantastic and gifted passer out there. The way that he's able to see the court is just fantastic. And Holiday, he shoots, looking to respond, and he does. Right now, it's Hawks up 79-75. And this is the same Atlanta team that many of the experts down in Vegas had at 8 points losers in this one. They had them. They had the Bucks by 8-point favorites in this. But man, look at Atlanta, 81-75, up by 6 points here, deep into the third quarter. And my man Trae Young with 34 points. Oh, nice rebound by Collins there, and absolutely nice. Herter has it. Oh, yeah. Let's see what Collins does with it. He pulls it, and he gets it. Nice. Atlanta shooting with rhythm right now. They have extreme confidence right now. This is a team that's on a mission. And, yeah, Giannis is like, put me back in, coach. He's like, put me back in. Now, let's see what Middleton does. And Holiday, he's been extremely aggressive in this one. Like, there were games against the Nets where I was like, where is he? But he's out there shooting in this one, trying to keep the Bucks in this until Giannis can get back. Drew Holiday has 23 points. But Young for the wide open three. I mean, the man was so wide open, he could have pulled the Giannis at the free throw line and go through that entire routine before taking that shot. He is up by 8 points. He's got 37 points, 12 in this quarter. My man Trae Young, what can't he do tonight? And the Hawks secure the rebound. And Trae Young's going to bring it up. I mean, he's been doing some of everything from lob passes, passes off the glass, three-point shots from almost half court. Collins pulls it from downtown. No good. Bucks with the rebound. And right now, Drew Holiday, he's been aggressive for the Bucks. Going inside at will, he misses that. But Portis Jr. with the putback. And so we're going to take a break from the action here. It's 86-80, but what a game it is. The Atlanta Hawks here in the third quarter, they have outscored the Milwaukee Bucks 32-19 in this quarter alone. They are just on fire since they came out of the half, and it really started in the second quarter when Trae Young started hitting his shots, because once he started hitting shots, that confidence starts flowing. He's got 37 points in this one. He is putting on a performance out there. 16 for 25 on the court, 4 for 9 from downtown. I mean, he's doing it all. He's got 7 assists in this one. I mean, he's just playing fantastic basketball, but he's not alone out there. I mean, Collins, he pitches in 16 points out there along with 13 rebounds. You know, Capella, he's got 6 points, 11 rebounds. Herter's got 13 points out there as well. And then you look at the Milwaukee Bucks. I mean, Giannis, he's got 20 points out there. Drew Holiday is their leading scorer. He's got 23 points and 6 rebounds. Portis Jr., he's got 11 points off the bench for them as well. And Middleton has 11. And so these two teams have been back and forth all night, but the third quarter has really belonged to the Atlanta Hawks. And what we're seeing from Trae Young, that just goes to show how great a player Trae Young is. And to do this on the biggest of stages, knowing that, you know, this is an important game one, if they can just steal this one on the road, you know, that's going to do so much for this young team and their confidence, their ability, because they're listening to what everybody says about the Bucks being a favorite to win this series. And Atlanta's out there to show that this Atlanta team, they deserve to be here. You know, they feel like they constantly have to prove themselves each and every series. But you know what? They play with that chip. They play with that edge. You know, they go out there, they're playing as a unit. They pretty much feed off of each other's energy. As soon as someone goes out there and catches fire, it catches the rest of the team and they get going as well. And tonight, that guy has been Trae Young. He has been ice cold out there in a good way, in the best way possible for this team. I mean, pulling up for threes. I mean, extreme confidence out there. Exciting to watch. Absolutely exciting to watch. But in a game this close, there are so many factors that comes down to play. When it comes to the rebounding in this one, believe it or not, the Atlanta Hawks are doing a tremendous job on the boards. They actually lead this game in rebounds. They've got 36 rebounds to the Bucks 33, and that's why they have the lead, because this is not a team that, if you look at this matchup, you would not think that the Atlanta Hawks would be leading the rebound battles. But man, they are out there taking advantage of every opportunity that they have. And so to be leading the Bucks in rebounds, that goes to show the kind of effort, the kind of heart that they're playing with, the confidence that they're doing out there. They're out there and they're playing, their style of basketball, but they're really paying attention to details out there. So that's absolutely wonderful to watch for the Atlanta Hawks out there. So absolutely happy with what I've seen so far. Absolutely. If anything, make sure that they cut back on the turnovers. You certainly don't want to turn it over, especially in key moments and such, but certainly love everything that I'm seeing from the Atlanta Hawks right now. And for the Milwaukee Bucks, now that Giannis is coming back in, it's the end of the third quarter. So if you're the Bucks, you certainly want to try to get on the run here to end out this third quarter. They've been playing fantastic. Portis Jr. has been absolutely wonderful for them. They've been able to rest Giannis a little bit more this series than they were able to last time because of the matchup advantage that they have. And so now we are getting ready to start the remainder of this third quarter after that break. Trae Young has it up top. Let's see what he does with it. He's been absolutely magical. He goes inside, misses it. And now the Bucks have it. That's one that the Hawks are going to wish that they can get back. Downtown for three. No good. But the effort by Tucker to get them the second chance on that one, and Holiday hits the three. That's why I was saying you cannot give them second chance opportunities, because they're a team that they will take advantage of it. You cannot give them second chance points. And Drew Holiday has 26 points in this one. A 3-point game in this. 3 points separating these two teams. And Young, excellent passer, inbounds it. And Gallinari with a nice move. Absolutely nice move. My man was so smooth with it. It was almost like, I don't know, when you walk your dog and stuff on the leash. The way that he had Tucker turn around on that. But Giannis comes in with a nice lay-in. Too easy. Absolutely too easy. You cannot give him that type of shot. And right now, both teams have just been playing tremendous. But you can't lose the ball. You cannot lose the ball, though. You can't be turning the ball over in a game this close. Holiday has it up top. Cross court. And nice passing by the Bucks. Holiday, wide open three. No good. Trae with the rebound. Let's see what he does. Okay, he slows it down. Gives it to Collins. I'd give it back to Collins. I want to see what he does in that matchup. But Young has it up top. He has been sensational in this one with 37 points. He goes inside. Up, you got to up. Oh, man, what a game. What a game here. 3 points separating these two teams. Both offenses, having their will, doing what they want to do offensively. It's going to come down to who can make the important stops, who can secure the glass when it matters the most. But, man, what a game we have here. What an inbound pass. Yeah, Holiday should have took that one. But at the end of the third quarter, Atlanta is up 88-85. At the end of the third, Trae Young has just been fantastic in this one. 37 points already, and we haven't even started the fourth quarter yet. Wow. 16 for 26 out there, 4 for 9. Absolutely fantastic. And then the combination of Collins and Capella down low. I mean, Collins, he's got 16 points, but 13 rebounds. Capella, he's got 6 points, but he's also got 11 rebounds. So they are really doing a great job on the glass tonight. Herter's got 13 points in this one, and Gallinari, he's got 7 points as well. So, man, as a team, they are 38 for 72 tonight thus far on the court. And so they're shooting about that 53%, around that 53 percentage in terms of on the court. And from downtown, they're 7 for 24 in this one. And then you look at the Milwaukee Bucks, the combination of, in this game, Giannis and Drew Holiday. I mean, Holiday's got 26. Giannis has 22. Giannis also has 10 rebounds, 8 assists. So he's probably looking at a triple-double in this one. And then you've got Middleton. He's got 11 points, but he's certainly someone that's capable of getting going later in this game, especially if you're out there focusing on Giannis, and then you're guarding Holiday. Middleton is certainly someone that can get going in that fourth quarter, so certainly someone they got to keep an eye on. But from downtown in this one, he is 0 for 5 from downtown with his 11 points. Portis has been a nice addition for them whenever he has come in the game in the 15 minutes in which he's played, as he has 11 points. So Portis has actually been more effective for them than Lopez, because of the fact that Portis, he'll be down low more, so he's out there contributing with the rebounds more. I mean, obviously, he's got 8 rebounds compared to, Lopez, who's been in the game for 20 minutes, and he only has 2 rebounds in this game, because he's always up top. And so when you're up top and you're that size, you take away the advantage that you have. And it's little things like that that's going to make all the difference. Little things like that. But, man, what a game. I mean, so far in this one, the Milwaukee Bucks, in terms of shooting as a team, they're 36 for 79. From downtown, they're 6 for 27. And from the free throw line, they're 7 for 9. Giannis at the free throw line is shooting 80% tonight. So how about that statistic? You want a statistic that stands out. How about that? He is 4 for 5 tonight from the free throw line. So certainly one of his better free throw performances, I will say. And the question that I will face here as we get ready to start the fourth quarter is, which NBA player has had the greatest impact on the game, in your opinion? Now, that could be all time, any NBA player that you want to put out there in terms of which NBA player has had the greatest impact on the game, in your opinion. Definitely let me know in the chat section. Certainly would love to hear from you guys for sure. Again, the question is, which NBA player has had the greatest impact on the game, in your opinion? Jay Mills, welcome back. He said, quick check-in to see the score. Man, Atlanta, Trae Young has just been absolutely out of his mind in this one with the 37 points that he has, the outstanding passes that he's doing from the lobs to the passing off the glass. This man, he is balling, and it looks like he's having fun doing it. Everything that he's done tonight has been absolutely magical, especially since about at some point in that second quarter when he just started going off with them threes. Absolutely fantastic game so far to see the Hawks up 88 to 85. I'm surprised they're not up by more. And Lemon Pepper Lou misses that shot. Milwaukee gets the rebound. You say we're in good shape, I see. Oh, yeah, Atlanta is in great shape, especially if they can keep this up. Just got to make sure that they keep playing defense and prevent Giannis from having his way inside. Speaking of stops, great stop for Atlanta against Giannis on that one. Again, the Hawks up 88 to 85 in this one. What a game. Okay, nice to have you back, man. Perfect timing as we are in the fourth quarter now. Early in the fourth quarter, and the Hawks find themselves up 90 to 85. And Jay Mills says that the greatest impact on the game, you would say probably Magic Johnson. That is an excellent choice right there with how he evolved the one position. Yeah, Magic was absolutely tremendous in the way that his vision on the court, his excellent passing, certainly changed the position. Definitely. Great response to the question that I put out there earlier in terms of which NBA player had the impact on the game. So absolutely a great choice with that one. Certainly would have been nice to see Magic's career go longer. And man, the Atlanta Hawks, they just keep it going 92-87, And it's like I said earlier, when Trae Young gets going, this team, they responds. And Angel says, dang Bucks. Yeah, I mean, hey, the Bucks, they're finding a way to keep it in it. I mean, as great as Atlanta's playing, they're finding a way to keep in the game and keep it close. Because you would think the way that Atlanta's going off, you would think that they'd at least have a bigger lead. Oh, that's when you got to make, Lou. You got to make a shot like that. That's something you're fully capable of making. Outside for three. Oh, nice shot. That was cold there by Forbes. Okay. And we've got a 92-90 game. Wow. What a first game. And Lou Williams, he has it. Excellent pass. But what a block by Giannis. He's so quick with it. So quick with the block. Just when you think you have the easy lay-in. Wow. But what a game. And when it comes to the Milwaukee Bucks in this one, Giannis, he's got 22 points so far in this one, along with 11 rebounds and 9 assists. So he's going to be looking at a triple-double in this one. On the court, he's 9 for 20 in terms of shooting. And then you look at Holiday. Holiday has been huge for Milwaukee in this one. He's the reason why the score is as close as it is, as he has 28 points in this one, going 12 for 22 and 4 for 11 from downtown. And Herter from downtown, no good. I'm sorry, that was Bogdanovich. And Giannis has it. The Hawks have got to do their job to make sure that this man passes the ball early. And Forbes again, no good. Capella with the rebound. Hawks doing an excellent job in this game on the board. Absolutely excellent. Considering the size advantage and for the Hawks to be leading the rebound category, they have been absolutely fantastic in this one. I mean, but the Atlanta Hawks, they had a tremendous third quarter where they outscored Milwaukee in that third quarter 34-26. And so Atlanta has certainly caught fire offensively, and they're riding that the rest of the way, it seems like. So what a tremendous game, especially for this young team to be on the road down here in Milwaukee. Certainly glad to see how they're playing. And for Milwaukee, one thing that has been working for them extremely well is when they put Portis Jr. in the game, he has been extremely effective. He has 11 points, but he's 5 for 8 down there. And when he's in the game, his impact is felt. He's got 8 rebounds, whereas if you look at Lopez has 7 points because he's in love with the three-point, and he's 1 for 4 from downtown. And so despite the advantage that he has down low, given his skill set and his, height, he just negates that by standing outside at the three-point line for most of the game. And so his plus-minus is hurting the Bucks more than anybody. He's minus 16 in this one. Whereas, his replacement, Portis, he's actually out there, when he's out there, 11 points, 8 rebounds in just 15 minutes. He's extremely effective because of his style of play, and he's down low, whereas every time you look, Lopez is up top. And it's little things like that that makes the biggest difference in a series like this, especially when you have such an advantage as the Milwaukee Bucks do in terms of height in a game like this. But that's something that a coach has got to talk to him about. The next question that I have for you guys is, if you could play any sport, which sport would you play and what position? So it could be any sport that you would like. Doesn't even have to be one of the major sports. If you want to put something like, I don't know, lacrosse or something, certainly put that as well. But if you could play any sport, what sport would you play and what position? Maybe if you have played a sport, tell me about that as well. But what a game we have in this one here in the fourth quarter, where every point's going to matter just that much more. I mean, they've got to make sure that they don't turn the ball over. That's going to be key. Turnovers is going to be big. Right now, in terms of turnovers, the Atlanta Hawks have the most turnovers in this one. Trae Young, he's got half the turnovers that the Hawks have, but that's obviously Trae Young. When you're out there making plays, there's going to be times where, from time to time, you're going to turn it over, but it's because of the stuff that he's doing. He's got great vision when it comes to passing, and so sometimes you're going to hit, sometimes you won't, but certainly he has been outstanding in this one. Let's see. So Angel says that you'd play receiver and football. Okay, football and receiver. Okay, wonderful, wonderful. I take it that you would play for the Houston Texans, if I'm guessing correctly. But yeah, I mean, growing up though, like I really myself wanted to be a wide receiver up until high school. And then the high school I played for, I realized like, look, we're not going to pass the ball a lot. So from there, I was like, okay, maybe a running back. But I was also in love with the idea of being a cornerback as well. It was just something about being a cornerback. As a Patriots fan, I grew up and I saw guys like, Ty Law back there. He was my first favorite Patriot outside of Tom Brady. So seeing guys like Ty Law in the defensive back, also seeing guys like Asante Samuels for the Patriots when he was there, and so I really loved the cornerback position particularly. So if I was able to be an elite corner, I wouldn't want to be one of those corners that runs out there with a number like 40-something out there that's just out there for special teams purposes and gets picked on by opposing quarterbacks. No, but if I could be a Darrelle Revis type of cornerback, I would be a defensive back or a wide receiver. Who doesn't like scoring touchdowns? And let's see, you say, yep, was about to say that. Great minds think alike. But man, what a game. The Bucs have it. And Middleton, if the Bucs can get Middleton to get going, that would be really all that they're missing right now in terms of having the lead. But my man Holiday is out there shooting. And when I say shooting, he's got 30 points. So Holiday, he's locked in this one. Nice pass by Young to Capella. I mean, that vision that he has, I mean, those two have a connection in which words cannot describe when it comes to just being in the right place at the right time and looking for the pass to Capella. But excellent job. And Giannis loses the ball. Turnovers is going to be extremely important. Got to limit those. You can't do that if you're the Bucs. And Young, he has it with Giannis on him. He passes it. Gives it to Gallinari. That's his shot. It doesn't fall, but that's the shot he loves. Middleton. And what a play. What a play to get that foul. A 2-point game here with 7 minutes remaining. But man, what a game. Separated by 2 points. In the fourth. Here at Milwaukee in game 1. Oh, they're going to be inbounding it. And Giannis gets it. He's going. Capella's got to play that defense now. You've got to play that defense. Kicks it out. Oh, nice steal. Absolutely wonderful. Oh, and a nice pass to Capella. And way to slow down, let the defender go by you, and then make it. Excellent play by Atlanta. And they are just all around playing excellent team basketball. Great passes. And they just really do a good job in terms of getting open, and the ball gets there when they get open. But Milwaukee responds with the shot. 2-point game again. As we are halfway through the fourth quarter. Young has it. What is he going to do? Guarded by Giannis. And from way downtown, no good. Tucker with the rebound. Holiday's bringing it up. They've got to guard him. He's got 30 in this one. Middleton is fully capable. And Middleton puts it up, and he gets it to fall. Yeah, certainly can't let him get warmed up here in this fourth quarter. I mean, the last series, Middleton did a fantastic job of responding every time the Bucs needed it. And Young, he passes it to Herter, gives it back. And Young from downtown, no good. But the foul, okay. Okay. Shooting foul. We will take that. Oh, wow. Looking at that replay there. Yeah, he made contact with the face, but oh, wow. As we are tied up 96-96, let's see if Young can make these free throws. He misses the first. We cannot be missing free throws. Dang it, you cannot be missing these free throws. Every point matters in a game like this, so you cannot leave opportunities on the table. But let's see if he can at least make the next two. And Young's getting ready to shoot that second free throw. Puts it up. It's good. Okay. So Atlanta's up 98 to 96. What a performance by both teams going back and forth. I mean, the point guards for both of these teams have just been going back and forth. Trae Young with his 39 points, and then you've got Holiday with his 30 points. Giannis, he's got 22. Middleton now has 15 points as well for the Bucks. I mean, when you look at the Hawks, I mean, Collins, he's got 16. Capella, he's been on the receiving end of some wonderful passes here with his 10 points. And obviously, Herter, he's got 13 points as well. And this one, Gallinari's got 9 points. And so both of these teams, it's been a pretty even matchup. I mean, at some point, the world's going to have to recognize that these Atlanta Hawks, they are for real, and they are a serious threat here. Because I know what's going to be the narrative. Should the Hawks win this one, whoever wins in the West, in which I'm assuming is going to be the Phoenix Suns, they're going to be the favorites in the championship. That goes without question. So assuming that that they're playing the Atlanta Hawks in that given scenario. But man, these Atlanta Hawks, they play with heart. It's something about a team that when they really get it going and that chemistry gets extremely high, it's just tough to beat, especially when you got to beat a team like that 4 times. That's hard to do. And Atlanta's playing excellent basketball, especially when Trae Young gets going. He is the motor for these Atlanta Hawks, these young Atlanta Hawks. Because when he's leading the way like he is now, look out. But 39 points from a man on the road here in game 1, trying to set the tone and bring his team with the victory. So it would mean so much to the city of Atlanta if they can jump up to that 1-0 lead and keep the playoff tradition alive of winning that first game. But yes, I love the toughness that this team is showing. And on the Bucks, the Bucks, you cannot discard what they're doing out there as well. The performance of Holiday, he's really stepped it up. From what we saw last series and what we saw now, this is the Holiday that we were expecting to see. This is absolutely big for them because when he gets going, that's another completely different dimension right there for the Milwaukee Bucks. Especially if they can have him and Middleton get going at the same time. That opens up everything else for Giannis inside, in which, Giannis, he's got 22 because he doesn't have to go out there this series and try to score 40 points just for his team to have a chance to win because he can rely on guys like Holiday right now to step up, and that's absolutely huge. Absolutely huge. But, man, what a game. What a game, separated by 2 points. And if this game ends up anything like yesterday's game was, and then these last couple minutes can be very long. That is for sure. Because, last night's game, if you were able to watch the Clippers and the Suns, we witnessed something that literally went down to the final millisecond of the game. And even then, we still had to watch the replay. And it was one of those games where it was like, is it official? Is it done? Did that really happen? It was just absolutely fantastic to watch. But we are in the fourth quarter with 5 minutes and 33 seconds left. Both teams are out there doing a fantastic job of coaching. But I really love what I see from the Atlanta Hawks here. The only question I have for the Hawks in terms of for the series is can they play this way each and every night? Because that's what it's going to take if they're going to win this series. And right now, Middleton has the ball, drives to the basket, throws the lob to Giannis, who finishes. So we're tied up 98 apiece. And Young has it. Let's see what he does. Oh. And the refs let him play through that. Middleton has it. Again, we are tied up 98-98. Middleton shoots. No good. But the Bucks are able to get the rebound. And possession is going to stay with the Bucks. You cannot let this team get second chance points. Not when the game is this close. Or you can't let them get the rebound with the opportunity to get second chance points. You just can't do that. You've got to box them out and find a way. Every possession, especially this. And Giannis, he puts up the shot. Good shot by Giannis. And Giannis, hey, he has every intentions of winning this game. He doesn't intend on lying down and just watching Atlanta do what they want. And Trey shoots from outside. No good. Holiday with the rebound. Those are up a pretty lob. And Giannis with the finish. Wow. 4 points, Milwaukee, just like that. And so now Giannis is coming alive even more and taking control of this game, making sure that his impact is felt. And he's able to do that because Holiday did a tremendous job of carrying a lot of the workload lately. So now Giannis, he's a lot more fresh than he usually is at this point of the game, and it's showing. You can't give him that type of shot. You just can't do it. You just can't do it. And we have the Bucks up by 4. And so far this fourth quarter, Milwaukee has outscored Atlanta 17-10. But what a game. Both teams going back and forth. It's just been one hell of a game. One heck of a game. What a game. And I'll take this time once again to thank everybody who's joined the stream. Really appreciate you guys as we're enjoying this wonderful game here again. If you're someone that's not subscribed, you want to support the channel, do feel free to hit that subscribe button if you're watching on YouTube. If you're watching on Twitch, be sure to press that follow button. That way you're notified whenever I do schedule that we're going to be streaming games. Certainly enjoy having you guys a part of the stream, and certainly do love it when you engage in the chat as well. That definitely makes things a lot easier here in terms of just being able to engage with you guys and just learn more about you guys. Certainly enjoy that interaction. So thank you all for joining the stream, and I appreciate you guys and your support. And here we are in the fourth quarter, 4 minutes and 31 seconds remaining. Milwaukee with a 4-point lead, and Giannis at the free throw line trying to extend that lead. Trae Young has been absolutely fantastic, but man, we certainly need to see Trae hit some buckets here. And Milwaukee, okay, they missed that, but they're able to get the rebound. You cannot give up those rebounds, Atlanta. And that is really hurting, especially here in the fourth quarter. They've done so well in this game up until the fourth. And Holiday for 3. And wow, what a big 3 that was. That one right there hurts. Milwaukee is on a serious run right now, up by 7 points. How will Atlanta respond? How will Atlanta respond? And they got the foul on Middleton there. But yeah, all this time I've been talking about Atlanta putting in work, but you see that the Milwaukee Bucks, they're out there. They are showing that they want to win this game. They know how important this series is. They're on a 20-8 run. Herter has it up top. He pulls it. No good, but Collins with the putback. I feel like that's a critical putback right there. Holiday has it up top. Giannis has it. Middleton has it up top. He shoots. No good. Hawks with the rebound. It'd be really huge if they can get a basket right now. And Young putting in work versus Holiday. Throws it up, and what a shot. But will they count it? And they do. What a shot, though. It really just looked like he just threw that up there. What a shot. Wow. Just like that. Absolutely fantastic. Let's see. You say Bucks got to keep that lead. Hey, I feel you, man. I feel you. Honestly, I do. Because right now, momentum swinging back and forth. But the Bucks on that possession, they really have taken the momentum here in that fourth quarter. But Trey Young and the Hawks, they are storming back. This game has been back and forth. So many lead changes. I mean, these last couple playoff games, particularly, it's been absolutely fun to watch. Really exciting, down to the wire. I mean, this is playoff basketball at its finest. But what a game. What a game. And the score is the Bucks 105, Hawks 103. Wow. And both teams in this game, they have been shooting absolutely fantastic out there in the court. You look at the Atlanta Hawks on the court, and they are 44 of 88. They're shooting 50% on the court as a team. Trey Young himself, he has put up 31 shots, and he's got 42 points. He's 17 for 31 out there on the court. 42 points out there. Talk about stepping up huge for your team. And he's going to have to do more than that. To win this game, he might have to reach 50 or at least about 48, I would say. And then you look at, Collins, 14 rebounds, 18 points. He's been absolutely superb out there. And then Herter with his 13 points. Capella, he's got 10 points, 15 rebounds. But then you look at what the Bucks are doing out there, Holiday, he's got 33 points. He's been absolutely fantastic, 14 of 24 out there. Giannis, he has 28 points out there as well with 12 rebounds, 9 assists. So he's probably going to get that triple-double out there. But, man, what a lob to Giannis. And the Bucks are up 107 to 103. And they must continue to keep that lead if the Bucks want to win this one, I feel. Because the way that they're playing is just absolutely fantastic. But Young, he pulls the three from downtown. No good. And it's going to be Milwaukee Bucks basketball. Oh, man. Let's see. You said you're going to go to sleep, but you'll be in tomorrow's stream. Have a good one. Hey, enjoy your sleep, man. And, hey, looking forward to having you on for tomorrow's stream. You have a great rest of your night. And certainly a pleasure having you here. Take care. But, man, what a game we have here. 107 to 103 with less than 3 minutes to go. Let's see. Who's that ball off of? Oh, nice put in by Collins. Okay. 107, 105. Okay. Who will win this game? Giannis has it up top. They may have to incorporate some type of foul and send him to the free throw line. Oh, he loses the ball, but he's able to get his own rebound. And way to draw the foul there by the Bucks. But, man, that's one in which you got to secure that. When he lost the ball, you got to find some way somehow to steal it. If he's going to be loose with the ball, you have got to steal it. That was an opportunity right there for the taking. Let's see if Connaughton can make this. He's got 2 points on the night. Let's see if he can be clutch at the line. He shoots. He makes that free throw. Currently a 3-point game. Let's see if he'll make the second. All right, he gets the second to fall. 4-point game. Milwaukee's up. These Hawks are going to have to make a clutch shot here. Let's see what Young can do. Young's got 42. He's probably going to need about 50 if they're going to win this one. He goes inside and gets blocked. Yeah, that was a nasty block there. Yeah, what a block that was, but we'll take the foul. See if he can be clutch on these free throws. All right, he made that one. It's a 3-point game. Going to need him to make the second as well. Man, what a close game. What a close game. All right, and so Young, he's 2 for 2 at the free throw line. We're separated by 2 points. Both teams are now in the bonus. Holiday has it up top. He's had a terrific game in this one. Holiday has 33 points for the Bucks. He throws up the lob to Giannis, and Atlanta cannot seem to stop that. That's been the theme all night. And it's 111 to 107. Giannis with 32 points. Trey with the downtown shot. No good, but Collins with a nice rebound throws it out for 3. No good, but Atlanta with the third possession. Kicks out in the corner for Collins, and he drops it. Collins is so big for Atlanta, and it is a 1-point game with 1:40 seconds remaining. 110 to 111. Who's going to come through in the clutch? Holiday has it up top. Guarded by Herter. They've got to watch when these guys drive, and then Giannis goes to shoot. Oh, what a block. But Holiday gets his own rebound, but the Hawks get the rebound. Can they take the lead on this possession? And Young has it. He's bringing it up. He's going one-on-one versus Middleton. You know he wants to pull it, but he gives it down low to Collins. Collins has to pass it out. And Herter, backcourt. Man, I felt like that was a good possession right there, that it could have led to some real points. But, man. These young Hawks are going to have to play some tremendous defense if they want to win this one. It's going to come down to making some defensive stops. They cannot let Giannis roll to the basket and get those easy lobs and stuff. You cannot make it that easy on them. You can't let them get lobs, and you can't let them post up down low. Middleton shoots. No good. Hawks with the rebound. That's Capella. Young's going to bring it up. There's about 40 seconds on the clock. And Young, he goes in. No good, but Capella with the rebound and the put in. And that's good. Way to muscle it in. Way to muscle it in by Capella. Let's go. 112 to 111. 1-point game. With 29.8 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. And man, what a game one. This is so huge for both teams. I mean, if you're Milwaukee, you're trying to protect home court in this series. But if you're Atlanta, you know how important you're going to have to win one on the road. So why not start off and keep the tradition alive of winning the first game in the playoffs and win this one? These Hawks, they know what it is. They want this one. Oh, man, what an exciting game to watch. I mean, from Trae Young, he's got 44 points in this one, 11 assists. You look at Collins. Collins, he's got 23 points in this one, along with 15 rebounds. Capella, he's got 12 points and 19 rebounds. Herter's got 13. Gallinari's got 9. One thing about these young Hawks, they're not afraid at the moment. They are not afraid to take the big shot. They're not afraid to be the one to put the ball in the air. But they are playing as a team, and they are not afraid of the moment. But the same can be said about the Milwaukee Bucks. Now that you've got Giannis out there with 32 points, 12 rebounds, 9 assists. He's even got 4 offensive rebounds in this one. And Holiday, he's got 33 points, 10 assists in this. And Middleton, he's got 15. He's obviously someone that's a huge threat this late in the game. And then, Portis Jr., he's got 11. But, man, both of these teams have been almost even in this one. Almost even. Matter of fact, the rebounding is only separated by 2, and the Hawks lead the rebound category 48 to 46. Oh, man, what a game that we have. So Holiday's going to inbound the ball. Middleton has it. He's guarded. He kicks it in for 3, and an air ball. Talk about a terrible time for an air ball, but Giannis pulls a volleyball moves and basically throws it in, but Young has it. And the foul. These guys are going all out. I mean, Giannis tried his best to save that one. He just threw it up. But, man, what a game. Both of these teams really want this. Absolutely. Oh, man, I hate the fact that someone has to lose this game. What a game this is. And Young at the free throw line, he makes that one. And that's huge, especially after what we saw last night with Paul George. It's absolutely huge to see him out there. So let's see if he can hit this free throw, get the second one. Oh, man, everybody in the arena right now is currently standing up. I mean, wow. Trae Young with 45 points. And he gets that free throw. My man's got 46 points. He may have to score 50 for them to win this one. It's a 3-point lead by Atlanta. They've got to play defense. Don't give up no threes and don't foul anybody if they do score inside. Unless he doesn't, okay, we'll take that as long as he doesn't get a shot up with that. But you cannot let them get those and ones. But there's 5.3 seconds on that clock, and they're going to send Giannis to the free throw line. And it's like what I said earlier. It always comes down to late in the situations, making your free throws. Now, tonight, Giannis, he's been pretty good at the free throw line so far in this one. But we'll see if that continues to be the storyline. So far in this game, Giannis, from the free throw line, he is 4 for 6. And so for Giannis, that's pretty darn good right there. So if they can get even one free throw from him right now, that'd be good. But they need him to hit both. They need for him to hit both. Clutch moment. Let's see if he will rise to the occasion for his team at home. I know that the crowd has got to be absolutely quiet on this one. Giannis shoots, and he makes that free throw. Let's see if he'll make the second. Okay, so they're going to pull Young out for this one. Let's see if he can go 2 for 2 out there. Giannis coming up big tonight with free throws. I'm impressed. Giannis at the free throw line going through his lengthy routine. And he makes it. Okay, Giannis 2 for 2. 5.3 seconds on the clock. What a game. 5.3 seconds remaining. What a game. And both teams are going to go to the drawing board, and they're going to talk about every single possible scenario that can possibly happen. Obviously, for the Bucks, you're going to have to foul Atlanta. You're going to want to send perhaps someone that perhaps struggles at the 3-point at the free throw line, but most likely Trae Young's going to be the one to go to the free throw line for them. All you can do is hope that he at least misses one, preferably 2. But if he makes both, then you know what you need. You got to hit a 3 coming off of that. So they need to talk about the situation and make sure that they have plays and scenarios drawn up for that. But, man, talk about a lot of pressure. A lot of pressure. I mean, Trae Young, he has been outstanding in this one. But anybody who watched the game last night and saw what happened with Paul George, you know how important it is to hit these free throws here. Absolutely huge. But my man Young with 46 points. 46 points, 17 for 34. What a performance to will his team in this one. Atlanta has every opportunity. This moment is not too big for the Atlanta Hawks, but the same can be said about the Milwaukee Bucks. You have to give them credit for the way that they have played in this one. Both teams have been playing outstanding. They both deserve to win this game, and only one team can win. So let's see. Are they able to get it to Trae on the inbound? Herter's going to be the one to inbound it. They're going to have to be smart with it, because the only thing that you can do wrong if you're Atlanta, okay, nice job by Young to get the foul there. Okay, so it's 4.6 seconds on the clock. He's got to be clutch now. He's got to make these free throws. He has to make these free throws. But excellent play to get him the ball. He shoots. It's good. Something about when you make that first one, the second one just seems a little bit easier. Right now, it's currently a 2-point game. Now, cameraman Trae, go 2 for 2 here. And he makes it. All right, we're going to take a timeout with that one. Need to make sure they go over all options here. They want to get a quality 3-point shot up. So that probably means they're going to be looking to draw something up for either Middleton or they're going to draw something up for Holiday. I mean, Holiday's been shooting. He's been the hot hand in this one when it comes to shooting. So it makes sense to draw something up for Holiday. But Middleton has been so clutch for the Milwaukee Bucks in these playoffs. And so either one would be a good option, option A and option B, if we're looking for that pure 3-point shot here. And so they got to make sure they draw up some plays to get these guys open, and we will see what they come up with. But, man, what a game this has been. And I will take this opportunity here to thank each and every one of you that have stuck with me here in this stream. Hope that you're enjoying it as much as I am. I mean, what a game that it's been so far. Absolutely a thriller. I mean, if we're lucky, maybe we might get some overtime. Who knows? But certainly make sure that if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and support the channel. I mean, that helps us grow. And certainly, I appreciate each and every one of you. But certainly, I mean, I cover sport news from NFL news, NBA news. I'm going to definitely be covering more of that at the offseason is going to be upon us. And certainly these streams right here, streaming NBA, NFL when the football season start back, maybe even some college football as well. But certainly want to thank you guys for joining. If you're watching through YouTube, be sure to subscribe. And if you're watching through Twitch, be sure to follow us. It doesn't cost anything to follow on either one. Malik, thank you so much for joining the stream. Appreciate you. Most definitely, my man. You're the best, man. Appreciate you. And right now they're getting ready to inbound the ball. Middleton has it. He puts it up. No good. Hawks win the game 116-113. What a game. And the Atlanta Hawks, they do it again. They win game 1 on the road. You say, always grinding. Definitely, man. I appreciate you. Definitely do appreciate you and your support. And, yes, doing my absolute best here, just juggling, work and stuff like that, as well as when I can post videos. But certainly I enjoy doing it, so thank you so much. Really appreciate you. And, right, the grind never stops. Got to keep working. Absolutely. So I appreciate you. Thank you so much. But, man, what a game by the Atlanta Hawks to win this from 116-113. And, man, I mean, they've played absolutely fantastic. For the Atlanta Hawks, the difference was that third quarter, honestly, because it was pretty much even throughout every quarter except the third quarter favored the Atlanta Hawks, and that ended up being the difference in this one, where they outscored Milwaukee in the third quarter 34-26 in that quarter. Ultimately made a difference because the fourth quarter, both teams scored 28. And wow, what a game by Atlanta. Trae Young with 48 points. Collins, he had 23 points as well. And then you look at what Milwaukee was able to do. They responded. They came out on a mission as well. Holiday had 33. Giannis had 34. And he came up big when it came to those free throws as well. So absolutely. Absolutely. Let's see. Malik, appreciate you for sure. Most definitely. And so, yes, but thank each and every person here for joining me for this stream. Tomorrow, I plan on doing game 3 as we see the Phoenix Suns go on the road to the LA Clippers. They're going to hopefully, it seems like they're going to have Chris Paul join them. I'm rooting for the Suns in that one, but certainly hope it's a great game like last time. It does not get any better than that. So that is for sure. So be sure to join me tomorrow as my man Malik. He'll be here tomorrow. So definitely be sure you join us tomorrow for the stream. And I appreciate each and every one of you. So I'm going to go ahead and end the stream now. But what a game it has been. So thank you and see you guys next time. Signing out.